What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Kai. I'm back with another one. So today we're going to be doing our tier list for July. So we're back in here with another one. So I want you guys to hear me out because some of y'all guys, y'all take one quick glance at the tier list and y'all be like, oh, if you don't agree with certain things, y'all may have your opinions or whatever, but y'all go like, oh, this tier list is trash. I do have a lot of valid points into why I put a lot of these units where I put them, and it's that. So big shout out to the Game Press because obviously without them I wouldn't be able to make this tier list at all. So yeah, so I'm gonna be doing a slightly little different. I'm gonna be kind of not going in a particular order this time around, just because I feel like I've talked about these units so many times, and I've said it so many times before. Let me turn my headphones down a little bit. Yeah, I talked about these units so many times before, and I feel like I just been, you guys get what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna kind of freestyle with this one, try something a little different. So to kind of conserve on time to get straight to the point. So yeah, so here we have Hero Hercule. He's in Cancer. Now, if you guys don't know why Hero Hercule is in Cancer here, it's obviously because let me pull it back up. Keeps leaving me. This right here, Hercule. Where is it at? I think it's all the way at the bottom of his kit. Hercule guaranteed lock-in with his main ability. Also, guaranteed paralyze. Guaranteed paralyze and poison. Guaranteed paralyze and poison. Up to 2 times. I've seen people try to run this guy. And I didn't know why, because I know Bebop had started a little challenge, and I didn't know why people was running this unit. I was like, yo, why are people running Hercule? I was like, why are people running this unit? He's a hero. There's no way he's actually usable in any type of way until I actually looked at his kit, and I was like, okay, now it makes sense. And plus, it happened to me, and I almost lost a match because of this. Because the first time, if you don't know his kit, it will throw you off. So yeah, guaranteed paralyzed is pretty broken, but obviously because he's a hero unit, his stats are absolute garbage. He just pretty much gets one-shotted by any unit, pretty much any hard-hitting unit. He gets one-shotted by. So there's that. So here we have Blue Vegeto also in Cancer. Look, man, I'm not even going to really talk about Blue Vegeto for too long because I don't need to talk about him for too long. Everybody pretty much knows at this point he's the best unit in the game, and I don't even like giving that title to like units like that. Sometimes I'm just be like, oh, he's in the top bracket, but he's the best unit in the game. Recard art draw speed. I mean, card complete redraw. It's just so broken, bro. Just guaranteeing 2 strike cards on a strike unit who also has blast armor. It's stupid, bro. It's actually pretty crazy. So there's that. So we have LF Vegeta. Not gonna talk about it for too long. I already said this guy is a major support unit, and he just fits on God Key so well just because of that. And plus, he's able to hit hard, increase our draw speed on top of that, just able to extend combos for a really long time. Also with his art card reduction, stuff like that. Zenkai Beerus, I talked about him a lot of times too. He's perfect for this meta if you have him like Zenkai 3 or 5 or somewhere like that. Higher Zenkai levels, which I guess should be more of a more viable thing in the future going on because they've revamped the Zenkai system. So we actually may see this guy around a lot because he's a good counter to this guy right here. A Fat Boo, I still think he's Z tier. He's still one of the best Zenkai units in the game. I fought a Zenkai 3 Fat Boo, and I did not know that his kit actually nullifies strike cards. So if you don't go to, he was already a good counter to this guy who's the best unit in the game. He's even a more better counter if you get him to Zenkai 3, in which I said Zenkai is getting a revamp, so it should be easier for you guys to get these Zenkais, I guess. So that's cool. So definitely going to keep him in Z tier because of that. Kid Goku, definitely worthy of being in Z tier. If you had this guy higher Zenkai levels, he just runs through shit. Like, it's just crazy though. But you can knock him down probably S tier because, you know, Vegeto is there, and there are just a lot of units in general that are able to hit through endurance, like just nullify endurance. But particularly that's one of his best assets in my opinion. And Vegeta kind of just don't run to that. To be fair, Vegeta runs through everybody in the game, so that's not even really a valid statement, to be honest. But there's that. So here we have a Mega Shenron. Didn't really move him for where he was last time. Really good unit, able to get the job done in GT. All those debuffs just can be really cancerous at times, depending on how many you're able to inflict at once. All around pretty solid, powerful ultimates. Best thing about him is that you just kind of was going to get your Riser Rush and just kind of pop his ultimate. I know it sounds crazy, like you're used to probably getting to get your Riser Rush and then pop your Riser Rush, but no. Get your Riser Rush and pop your ultimate with this guy, and this guy is going to be able to drop. Plus, he has an AoE ultimate, which is really good. Not an AoE ultimate, but a ultimate that attacks the whole enemy's squad, all 3 units. Kevlar, not gonna speak on Kevlar. Some people may put Kevlar in Z tier. It's debatable. You can't put it in a Z tier if you want to. I'm not gonna speak on her for too long. Everybody knows she's just pretty much the strike queen. She does so much strike damage, and because of her and Vegeto Blue, the combination that they share together, the synergy is just insane, bro. They're the reasons why this this meta feels so cancerous, because they run through teams so fast. So it's actually pretty crazy. So is that. So here we have Regen, another Regen unit. We have Fuzimasu. I'm saying Regen. I don't know why I started saying Regen, but Regen is a team I mostly run him on. That's the team I think he's probably the best on, in my personal opinion. But he's also good on Fusion Warriors as well. Really solid unit. A lot of people actually think this guy is Z tier. I still don't feel it yet. I have him. When I first did the tier list, I only had him for like a day. So my opinions are a little bit different on him. You can put him in Z tier if you want to. Yeah, you can put him in Z tier if you want to. Cover change, good blast damage, able to get health restoration and also heal with his blast cards. All really solid stuff there. So here you have yellow Vegeto. All around, nah, he's definitely not Z tier. But his special move is insane, bro. Like his ability to stack his special move and how easily he can do it. He just runs through teams, just shreds through teams. And another, you utilize a blast armor with Kevlar. Him on his special move, he gets blast armor. This guy gets blast armor strike card. You just have it to where like it makes it so tough on blast units. That's why it's like this meta is really tough on blast units with all these blast blast armor units. So yeah, really good unit. Everybody put some really crazy solid damage, and just his special move is just like easily just able to stack it to do some crazy damage. So full power SJ4 Goku. As much as I love SJ4, I already said this so many times. This guy, I feel like they held back on him a little bit. Like he's really solid, really good, and able to output really crazy blast damage. But I feel like he would have been a little bit better if he had increased our draw speed via his unique ability instead of his main ability. Like having it through your main ability is okay, it is good, but I think it's just the best when you have increased our draw speed through your unique abilities, in my personal opinion. That's his biggest drawback to me, but he's really insane. Like the ability to stack damage off of blast cards, just 3 blast cards, he gets 75 damage inflicted. It's just crazy, just really crazy. Really solid green card. Everything else about his kit is there's nothing really to complain about. He's really tanky. He running with the sand and he recovers ki. Just all around a really great solid unit. I feel like his team holds him back a little bit. GT can be a little better. Also, Saiyan is not particularly the best team, but really solid stuff. So here we have God Shallot, and this hero Shallot right here does represent God Shallot. God Shallot, some people may put him in Z. I personally would not put him in Z. Bro, the time transformation, they took that away, right? And it's good, right? But now it's just, I don't know, the meta is so fast paced, bro. It's like, even though his transformation is only 10 timer counts and it's permanent, if you get caught slipping even once running Shallot, it's kind of over with. And this meta is just so fast paced. What happens is you got Shallot, people know that you can't. We use it for that first 10 time accounts, and then you may get it. You make one slight mistake, you lose priority even once. You may come close to losing the unit. They know you can't slap out you're not gonna risk swapping out the Shallot. So it puts you in a weird situation running Shallot. So you just gotta play really more cautious with him, because like it's not even that. It's just transformation, it's just that he's so weak without it. But with it, yeah, he's amazing. He's definitely S+, debatable Z tier, but I would like to keep it S+ because of the reasons that I just gave. So here we have Rage Trunks. Rage Trunks really solid here. I don't really think there's much debate on it. Like, bro, like, I like Rage Trunks, right? But I don't think he's the craziest unit. And ironically, he's the only anniversary unit I don't have. So that's why some people may feel like my opinions on him is mixed, because I'm going off of experience of people like friend battles and stuff like that in PvP. But from what I've seen, he's a solid unit, really good tanky unit. And it's like, he's like a defensive nuker, right? Which is cool, but it's like, I don't know, man. He's just not that impressive to me. Like I know it sounds weird, like I'm not giving a solid explanation, but what he provides is great. But I don't think it's enough to put him at the top to it. It's like he's right here, but he definitely can get the job done here and there, especially since he's anti-Gaiaki and anti-Regen, which is pretty good for this meta. This guy, not gonna speak on this guy. I spoke on this guy on so many tier lists, bro. Spoken on this guy on so many tier lists. This guy is still such a good unit. Kind of falling off just a sad bit, but he's still holding on strong. 1 year anniversary units are still holding on strong. So here we have Gohan, or some people may call him Chiku. Wrong character. Cheat-Han, or whatever. Or I know some people used to call him this guy Bitch Han, by the way. Excuse my French, but really good unit. Green card is really poisonous. Really cancerous. Same thing with this guy's green card as well. It's just really, everybody kind of really knows what he does at this point. Like, he's a really solid unit. Kind of weird for where he places in the meta, because Saga from the movies has kind of fallen off because they didn't get a buff this anniversary. And also, Hybrids is not particularly the best team ever, so he doesn't really have a place right now in the meta. But I don't think he has gotten bad or like worse as a unit. He just, no place for him right now. His teams aren't really the best right now currently. So full power, I was about to say full power. SJ4 Goku, the purple one, still one of the best units in the game. I feel like this guy still would have been Z tier in my opinion if they would have given him increased draw speed. Everything else about his kid is perfect. No, every time he uses a strike card, he debuffs, makes the units take more blast damage. So he's able to balance between good strike and blast damage as well. Every time he comes into the match, he heals, or it's either that, or every time he goes to standby. It's one of those, but yeah, heals by 10%. So just really good unit. Every time he comes into the match, he recovers 50 key. Special move that locks in. All around pretty solid. So here we have Android 21. Really good unit. She actually just recently came back on Kaioken banner, which is pretty garbage, by the way. All around, she just gets the job done. She's a really powerful strike unit, able to output really solid damage, and able to extend combos really long, especially since she's able to get key recovery off of every strike card she uses. So she's always gonna have some key in her bag, so she can go ahead and get some the work done with those strike cards. So really good here. Bojack, really good. I don't think Bojack has fallen off, but like I said, he's just one of those cases where his team has fallen off. So some people may put him like right here. Some people may put him like right here. It's debatable. His team has fallen off a little bit, but still a unit that can get the job done in my personal opinion. So there's that. So there's this guy, Super Baby 2. I talked about this guy a lot. His biggest asset is just pretty much regen and just being a health restoration buffer. His damage it varies. Once he pops his main, he can do some decent damage to hybrids and Saiyans, but if he's not popping his main, and his damage is kind of poop. I wouldn't know, because I have him at like 12 stars and he's kind of poop, but he's really tanky, and that health restoration main ability plus the buffs that he gives just is all worth it. It's worth running him just because of that alone. So really good unit. This guy, Zenkai Trunks, depending where you may have him, if you have him Zenkai level 7, sure, you may want to put him probably possibly. He is going to be able to be really solid defensively, also offensively as well. But personally for me, I'll probably still put him at S. In my personal opinion, just from what I've seen and from how much I use them for. Like, Zenkai units, like I said, it's always kind of weird trying to rank these units because they kind of vary, right? Oh, I actually skipped Zenkai Cooler. Zenkai Cooler, I don't really need to talk about it too much. I also talked about this guy on my last list. Really good unit. This gets the job done. I feel like you can't really run LOE without this guy nowadays, because what he provides, like the crits and stuff like that, it just helps LOE be so much of a more usable team and just so much more dominant. Without that, they just don't have that same amount of firepower. It's there, but it's not the same without this guy. So there's that. So here we have S tier. Regen number, I actually forgot to put him in my tier list template. I knew I was missing one unit, but Regen number really good. Has one of the best green cards in the game. Really good on regen. You can sub them out for Omega Shenron if you want to. They're both good units in my personal opinion. Probably Janemba will be a slight little better because for some reason they gave Omega Shenron Fusion Warriors, which it's like, to be honest, in my opinion, I don't think Omega Shenron should technically be classified as a fusion warrior. That's more like absorption. Like, he ate the Dragon Balls, absorbed them into him to get the power of all the Shadow Dragons and stuff. But because of that, he gets ripped by not Super Vegeta, by Blue Vegeto. He can't get touched by Blue Vegeto once, but he's solid enough to where he's still viable. But if you want to know a good sub option, you definitely can run this guy over Omega Shenron. I definitely he's actually kind of would be slightly better for this meta, to be honest, as a red unit. Yeah, so really good stuff. And he's anti-Saga from the movies, which is not really prevalent right now in the meta, so I guess that's why you probably don't see him as much, but he still gets the job done. He doesn't need now that extra buff to get the job done, but no, it is nice to have that there. So here you have LF Chiku, LF angry Goku, da 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 da. Everybody kind of knows what this guy does at this point. Definitely not at the pinnacle of power that he was when he first came out, but still can get the job done. Really, really good blast unit, really good last man standing unit. The special move still is able to just rip through anybody, so don't count that out. So Red Gotenks. So I was actually debating with my homie, right? He said he would put Red Gotenks to S+. And the reason why I don't put Red Gotenks to get S+, is not just because like any red unit is just kind of suffering in this meta, except for probably Roseate. But it's just because time transformation, they were always just gonna get they're always gonna get a thumbs down. Always gonna get a thumbs down in my personal opinion. So that's the reason why I put this guy here instead of an S+. I think S+ is a nice place for him. Yellow, I was about to say Yellow Trunks. Yellow, perfect form Cell. This guy's a monster. I already talked about him so many times. I'm not gonna speak on him. He has aged so well. Just know and decrease in a blast card, has a cover rescue, green card that's chainable to increase strike damage. It's just perfect unit. Really. No pun intended, perfect unit. Perfect faces. But yeah, we have Red Bardock. You guys should knock this guy to S-. I feel like his team has held him back a lot. It's just like he really only has Team Bardock, and he really only has that in Saiyans. And Saiyans they're not a bad team. They're definitely a team that's usable, but their team has always been wonky because for the longest, what happened with Saiyans is that they stopped giving a lot of base Saiyan buffers. Like a lot of units don't buff Saiyans from the jump. They got to get to like 6 or 3-star to start buffing Saiyans. That's why the team is kind of wonky in my personal opinion, but still all around really good team. Really good unit. But you can knock him down to S- actually because his team really holds him back. And I feel like him having to know his transformation taking so long to get to activate it 50 timer counts. At the time when he came out, it was cool because it seemed OP, but now it's like, yeah, 50 timer counts or needing a dead ally, that it seems like a little much. I'm not gonna lie, at least now, but he's still okay. I feel like his team options just aren't particularly the best. Like, I don't know. It's not really much you can do about that. He doesn't have much stack. So we have Roseate, who I think is definitely S+. His ability to take away put him in neutral typing when he pops a main ability, I think that gives him a good advantage as a red unit in his meta. You can put him at S+ possibly, but I'll keep him at S. Particularly, I don't think this guy has the craziest strike unit nowadays in this meta, but like I said, no, because of that, he's solid, kind of tanky. Because when he vanishes, he gives himself some damage cut, able to take away type disadvantage, and plus he got his debuffs on top of that. So all you add that is enough to put this guy at S+, and plus he fits on a good amount of the teams in the meta right now. Mostly just Gaki, but Gaki is a pretty meta team, so you can keep him at S+. I feel like that's the right place for him. So here you have S-. SJ4 Vegeta, I've talked about this guy so many times. Amazing blast unit, but just a major glass cannon and can't take a major ass whooping. But definitely a good blast unit. One of the best blast units in the game in my personal opinion. So there's that. So here we have LF Piccolo. LF Piccolo, right? He's still a really good unit. Like you can use him on Regen if you want to, over Cell if you want to. I still feel like Cell is slightly a little better, but this guy is not a bad unit. I just feel like I don't know. His release was just so weird because he didn't even really feel like an LF unit when he first came out, in my personal opinion. But all around, this guy is just really tanky, but he doesn't really do much as far as our offensive unit, as far as offensive capability until late match. Because with late match, with his ultimate, his special move, he's able to just nuke. Like his I keep saying ultimate. He doesn't have ultimate. His special move just pretty much nukes, and he's able to do some decent blast damage to yellow units. I mean to purple units. So there's that. So here we have one of the more newer units that is kind of more of a disappointment. Now, I'm not even going to talk about this guy for too much because I feel like this guy is a major disappointment just because they decided to release these, like him and Piccolo, who we're not going to talk too much about because I might as well talk about him a little bit now. Piccolo's dirt. This should be renamed Dirt because Piccolo is dirt. Not particularly that he's a bad unit, but his meta is just not for him, bro. He has no teams. He barely has any equips. And he's red. When blue Vegeta running around, it's just not going to work. I don't know why they decided they was going to release Piccolo in the middle like this, where he wasn't even going to stand a chance of surviving. It just makes no sense at all. And his only team, it pretty much is green, red. I mean red, green, which is, who the hell have to run red, green in this meta? Come on now. It's not going to work. I don't know what they were thinking when they dropped Piccolo in this guy. This guy is not as bad. I feel like his teams hold him back from being really, really good. But I don't know. He's not. He's really, really weak defensively. By the way, unless you have a few stars on him, because if you vanish, he gains a damage cut, which we able to decently kind of tank in a way. But like I said, you got to have a few stars on him because like his defensive stats aren't that good. So they really did. These two were really badly planned release units, and they marked them as second anniversary units. So that's why it's so weird talking about them like this. But they're definitely, this guy definitely, just because of his kid, he definitely solid enough to keep him in S tier. But teams holding him back from being, his team options and just the way they release this guy in this meta, it just holds him back from being any higher. And Piccolo, I don't think Piccolo's ever going to get a chance to really shine, because Blue Vegeto is not going to be going nowhere in the meta no time soon, and he has no teams and he barely has any equipped. So that's enough talking about those units. So we have Frieza. Frieza, a lot of people have said he was Z tier when he first came out. I never thought he was Z tier from the start. That's just my personal opinion. I just feel like he's good, but what he provides for the team is just not enough to put him in Z tier. Simple as that. He's a solid unit. Definitely can get the job done for a purple unit on LOE, but that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I already talked about that. So we have this guy, Transforming Trunks. Transforming Trunks, like, he's just a crazy hard hitter. You know, when you transform, then it's just like, that's the thing about these transform units, why they just get such a down plus, because they're so good in their transform state. It's just that if you get into a like situation where like the transformation runs out, it's just such a massive drop. Or it's just like, damn, bro. That's why they just lose so many points in my book. But he's definitely a really, really solid unit. Definitely pretty solid for hybrids, and definitely can get the job done pretty quickly. Really good, powerful strike unit. Really, really good, powerful strike unit. Best thing about him, my personal opinion, is that he draws a new hand. Here we have this this green cell. I had him at S plus last not S plus, but S last month tier list. I'm after him on the S minus. I still think this guy is really underrated. I still think I still think this guy is like super underrated, and not just because I'm a cell guy. I'm not a not simping over Cell or no dumb shit because he's my favorite villain. But still, seriously, I think this guy is really underrated. I think you run him on Regen, he really can get the job done. But it's just like Regen has better green options. Future. Does Future really have any better green options? Yeah, Future has better green options. They have this guy if you have him. So he's just more of just like a sub spot. But I feel like he is really heavily underrated. Like his debuffs that he's able to give, able to output really crazy blast damage and really early in the match. Really, really good unit. I really think this guy is underrated, right? Golden Frieza. Not gonna speak of him. Golden Frieza is the same killer. That's pretty much what he is. I think he's falling off just a little bit. Units that have that whole can't do much after 60 time accounts, but are really good for the beginning of the match, were cool a long time ago, but I don't think they're as effective nowadays. And after 60 time accounts, he's kind of meh. He's kind of dirty. He's kind of dirt. Yeah, unless he's going up against the same, he can still do some decent damage. Broly and Chile, their release, I don't know, like they're not a bad unit, but like I said, they're another one of these units that's dragged down by just having a bad team surrounding them. Frieza Force just ain't really it right now, and neither is Saga from the movies. They aren't particularly the best team, and they're kind of fragile, but they're really, really good unit, man. They kind of put some really crazy damage. Green card, depending on what effect you can get, can be really crazy effective. That's pretty much it. So here we have this Red Trunks, really, really good solid stuff here. This guy's able to put dumb damage against regen units. I think this guy is actually another underrated unit in my personal opinion. Other thing is that like they dropped him on hybrids, right? And like hybrids got so many red options. They had got this guy, they had got this guy, they had got somebody else. Oh yeah, Zenkai Trunks was about to get Zenkai Awakened. So like 3 of the last 4 hybrid units have all been red units, so it's kind of weird for hybrids. I don't know, they're not really thinking about the future, the potential of the team, because they easily could have made some of these units some different colors and made the team a lot more viable now, but they dropped 3 red units out of, no, not dropped 3 red units, but 3 viable red units came to hybrids over the past 2 months. Woo, I'm stuttering, man. It's just a lot of info running through my head. So here we have God Goku. Definitely think this, it's not the craziest, right? But I think that his immobilization green card is really, really cool. Really, really good and really effective. Only thing is that, no, like Godki has a lot of units that are immune to stuff like that. Like, is it like half of their team has immunity and stuff like that? But definitely can get the job done if you get that to go off his green card. And that's kind of it. And plus, his ability to just make your arts cards go up super high, which is kind of annoying. It's kind of it. He doesn't really do anything special outside of that. Here we got Buhan. Buhan, man, I'm sorry, boy. They did Buhan so dirty, fam. Gohan just never really had a chance to shine at his full potential like he could have. They introduced him in the meta last year where Super Vegeta was just dominating. It would just clap this guy, and by the time he finally got a little chance, what do you know? Zenkai Buu, his weaker brethren, decided to get to Zenkai, and he's like the better option for this meta. So yeah, Gohan was still a pretty solid good unit though, but more likely you want to go for this guy if you want to run a green unit on Regen, my personal opinion. So this guy, transformation unit, able to output really good strike damage, but outside of that, it's pretty much it. This guy, really good support unit, really fragile, can't really take a hit, but also able to output really crazy damage for a support unit. But like I said, can't take a hit. You don't want this guy to get touched at all. That's why you don't really see him too much in this meta. Zenkai Gohan, depending on where you have him, you may want to put this guy higher in my personal opinion. But starting out as Zenkai per 1, personally where I have him, I have to put him at S-. I don't really like him as Zenkai 1. He gets no buffs unless somebody dies. I'm just not a fan of units that are completely useless until they're backed into a corner. I don't really like that. So yeah, Zenkai level 1, don't get the job done. High Zenkai levels, maybe S+, S, no, Z tier possibly. But here you have this guy, another 1 year anniversary unit, Blue Goku, really good, solid tank. Has, I don't know, kind of falling off a little bit because no, Fusion has 2 units that can take away attribute upgrades, and this guy takes a while for his attribute upgrades, to get high up and buff. He has to be in the match for a little minute. So yeah, kind of tough for him to really survive in a meta where he can just get his buffs taken away with 1 green card and stuff like that. So not particularly the best unit nowadays, but definitely can still do out some really solid blast damage mid game and can be a good tank early game. This guy, you could probably, he's still S-. Good strike unit. That's pretty much it. He's just a really good strike unit at this point. Like his special move can really do good, crazy damage if he stacks it up. That's kind of it. That's all he really offers nowadays for Vegeta family and stuff like that. Here you have this guy, Gogeta. They always doing your boy dirty, but Gogeta has fallen from grace. Definitely still a viable unit. Don't get it twisted. Especially when he still is able to drop in PvP, but definitely not as good as he was a few months ago. But all around, still a pretty solid unit. Good blast unit. Still the only anti-blast armor unit that we have in the game currently. So definitely will be cool to see if the next Gogeta, Blue Gogeta, anti-blast armor. No, get rid of all these anti-blast armor units, run them out the meta, possibly. Let me stop. But definitely would be cool to see. So there it is. We ran through pretty much all the main tiers. Like I said, all my videos, I only talk about the most competitive units. I don't really talk about these tiers. Like I make Glitzy take a look at them sometimes, and that's pretty much it. I mean, this guy is still bad, still really bad. He's probably on the list for next units to get a Zenkai as far as LFs go. This guy is okay. He's a good combo extender. Like his damage is crazy good for like when he pops his second main. Then it's just a massive drop off after that. That's why I don't really like him. But he's solid in some cases. This guy still cheeks to me even with him. He's only a slight little better because of Omega Shenron. This guy is okay. Mai is okay. She can't take a hit. Bunny Bulma is, yeah, she's just her. But I like Bunny Bulma. I think she's underrated. This guy's okay. Dirt. You're okay. Full Power Frieza's okay. You're an ass. Why are you even here? Put you down here. This guy's falling from grace. Your butt. This guy I've never really been a fan of this unit over the past few months. I feel like he's falling off steeply. Potentially could get a Zenkai as well. Your butt. I want to see you get a Zenkai. So yeah, so that's it. So yeah. Yeah, it's your boy Kaike. Go like, subscribe for more content. Tell me what you gotta think about this July Sparking tier list. Yeah, we are here, man, and your boy, man. Can't believe it, man. Second anniversary particularly wasn't the best, but we did get a good batch of units, and the meta has shifted a lot. And yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with this anymore. So yeah, I'm out.